New background! Yay! New background, new apartment. It's that time of year again. Time to go back to school. Which actually I'm starting to get pretty excited about. So that's good. I am especially excited about my backpack this year. I've had it for a while now. I got it at the beginning of last semester, and it was originally white with just black lines all over it, so I could color it, which is exciting because I like coloring. And it has spent most of its lifetime being mostly white. I only had time to draw a little bit on it, and then I was thoroughly uninspired, and then it was the middle of the semester, and I was like, I didn't have time to color. But then over the summer, I had plenty of time, while I spent most of my days doing nothing but watching the Olympics, and then I was like, hey, instead of doing nothing while watching the Olympics, I could color while watching the Olympics. So I did. And the result, my friends, is my magnificent backpack. First of all, it says Dear TBA, because I'm a nerd fighter, and nerd fighter's the best. I have spaces here with quotes from all of John's books from Paper Towns. It says, the town was paper, but the memories were not. This one is from An Abundance of Catherines, and it says, less than a lot, but always more than none. This is, of course, from The Fault in Our Stars, and it says, okay. And this whole part is from Looking for Alaska, and it says, I don't know where there is, but I believe it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful. This is the French flag. This is French Thelema. This is kind of hard to read, but it says no edge. On the top of the pocket, it says, I am so enthusiastic about the miracle of human consciousness, which is another nerd fighter thing. It's from John Green's video about nerd being an insult, in which says, saying you're a nerd is like saying you like stuff. Like, you are too enthusiastic about the miracle of human consciousness, and that's just dumb to think that that's an insult. This is my version of a Hanklerfish, and then around it are the lyrics of a song about an anglerfish, which is my favorite Hank Green song because it's about anglerfish. There's another anglerfish, sort of. It kind of looks like an anglerfish because it kind of looked like an anglerfish already, so then I just drew a lure on it. That was great. And it too says DFTBA. This is the Parabatai room. I'm probably saying Parabatai really weirdly. Words from the Parabatai vow. Says, if aught but death part thee and me, and then whither thou goest and whither thou diest, and it's on a red background because that's Lizzie's favorite color, and Lizzie is of course my fabulous part of the tie. War runes! This is my Mockingjay pin, and it's surrounded by a ring of fire. This is the Hogwarts section. It has the mascots and colors of each house, and then they each say different things, which are parts of various Sorting Hat songs. It says, for those with wit and learning, all those with brave deeds to their name, for those of great ambition, and for those just and loyal. And the Deathly Hallows is floating over here, kind of by itself, because that's where the triangle was. Harry Potter! This is a portrait of Alfred. He's a goldfish. This is a hot air balloon for Darren Sharp. That says Barking Spiders, also for Darren Sharp. If you don't know, she's from The Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. If you don't know that, then you probably haven't read it, and if you haven't read it, then I'm a little ashamed of you. A little bit. You should probably fix that. This is a quote from The Book Thief by Markus Zusak, and it says, I have loved the words and I have hated them, and I hope I have made them right. This is half of another quote from The Book Thief. It says, one was a book thief, and then the other half is up here, and it says, the other stole the sky. This is a quote from I'm the Messenger, which is another book by Markus Zusak, and it says, I laugh and the stars watch. It's good to be alive. And then at the bottom there it says, I'm the message. Here's the last Markus Zusak quote, and it says, I'd rather chase the sun than wait for it. And it's right next to my Merlin pin. That's not by design, that just happened. In case you didn't notice, I really like Markus Zusak. He's a really good author. If you haven't read his books, I seriously recommend that you read them. This is the side that my mom drew. At the very top, it's a quote from a song in The Music Man, which says, feet on the ground, head in the clouds, which she thought was fitting for me. It is. And then she drew superheroes for me. Hawkeye, Thor, the Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow. Well, and then she drew Spider-Man, and that's extra big because I loved the new Spider-Man movie. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the product of my absolute nerdiness, and I hope that you think my backpack is as cool as I think it is, because I think it's awesome. If you don't think my backpack is as cool as I think it is, then there's probably something wrong with you.